Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're still chasing our first win of the summer season. We're getting closer each time, but that win is still just out of reach. That said, every game gives me a chance to improve and try to level up my play, so whatever the outcome, that's a positive. Going into this game, I had my skates freshly sharpened. Unfortunately, something felt off with my right skate. I had almost no grip when I was down in the butterfly. You'll see it in some clips. I just couldn't get any traction to move left while on my knees, which really affected my recoveries and lateral pushes. On the technical side, I kept working on something I started focusing on in my last game, keeping my eyes locked on the target of the pass instead of following the puck. It helped me with my early reads and positioning. For this game, I added a new focus, making sure to keep my hands together when moving around the crease. It's a small detail, but it really helps maintain balance and control when sliding across. So, with all said, let's jump into it. Another game, more lessons, and hopefully some progress to build on. On that goal, the initial read was a potential deflection play, so I initiated a controlled slide to square up to the tip option. The puck was redirected, but it slid through the 5-hole before I could seal it. Looking back, committing to the slide may have opened up more space than necessary. Staying set and maintaining depth might have allowed for a more compact save and better coverage on the redirection. Let me know in the comment. Would you have held your ground or challenged like I did? On that goal, I misread the 3-on-1. I thought the player on my left was closer to the net and ready for a backdoor pass, so I cheated toward him. But after watching the replay, he wasn't even close. That's a bad goal on me. On that goal, there's really not much to say. It was just a great play on their part. You don't see it clearly in the video, but I actually got a piece of the shot with my stick. It still found its way in. That goal really frustrates me because I believe there was goaltender interference on the play. After the rebound, I went to power push toward the puck, but I felt the opposing player blocking me from planting my skate on the ice. I had no choice but to dive in an attempt to make the save. Let me know if you see it the same way. Another game, another loss. When you only score one goal in a beer league game, it's tough to come out with a win. That said, we also have to consider that the three other teams have been playing together all year, while our lineup is made up of guys who don't play together during the winter. Still, I'm competitive and I want to win. On a personal note, I'm happy with how I played. Since I started filming myself, I've seen real progress. There's still a lot to improve, but the big difference now is that I know exactly what to work on. And I can review it to see if I'm actually doing it. That's huge. All in all, it's a positive journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.